Hello, it is me, it is I, it is thee. Oh, I haven't done these. Check these ones. Those I've got to put away. These ones I've just got to check on my sheets. And then I've got to sort through these. Oh my God, because they're mixed up. I've got to keep remembering to drink water because I've had my first metformin. My nerves are like that about it. I keep getting a dry mouth and I keep feeling tingly lips and I just feel, but that's the start of a panic as well. So I've been doing this to concentrate, or try to concentrate. Right, so we've got 317, so that's 140. 317, no, I didn't have the right colour, did I? No. See, some I've been matching up and I've been sorting them out in my Ever Moments and you know, my Ever Moments box, drawers set, and then I've been going through my boxes of my spares, and the majority of the ones in my spares, I must say, are Diamond Art Club before I then got them in their own thing. And there are some other resin ones, like the labelled R, and there are and if they've got this like on the sticker, I know that this was an Ever Moment one because that was from one of my Ever Moments that I made. So any ones like that in my box, I know they're safe to use. And so I've still been picking and choosing because some of them, you know, you look and you go, ugh. But there's the shading. It is just awful. Bloody awful. And why do they give you like 3 colours, like blank, B5200 and white in the same flipping painting? I think I've got them in here, but have I got enough? And I also need to get a crew. I mean, 3866, they call it Ultra Very Light Mocha Brown. I don't know. But anyway, right, let's get back to this. 315, that's the 115. I mean, if they're just like the ones, what I've done is, if they just say 27 and, you know, I've got about 40 in one of these, I will choose the right shade, you know, the shade that I'd like to have in it, you know, and then I'll just throw the bag in, because, you know, there's no point peeing around trying to figure out to get the correct shade at times. It's, you know, I could be here all day otherwise. 327. Right, so that one has to go in there because I've got 2 bags in the bottom which I have to double check with. So I've thrown already a load in that box, and so that would be like part 2 of it, and it's like I haven't got the other one to match it up. 371. That's about, is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 371. Oh, I've got it. I assumed that was, I weighed it, you see, I was doing my weighing. So 371. Oh, I have got it marked. What's it doing stuck there? Nitwit. Yeah, and it wasn't one of those because it was a resin one. Right. Oh, and that was the last one, wasn't it? So that's that. Right, I have a massive box. Look at that. All that is so far what I've got together for my lovely, this painting. That's my oil painting, because these were resin drills and I was just matching them up before I put them away. So I've got to put these away, but that will wait till later because I've got to reach over and I can't do it with the usual flip. The camera in the place. Right, so now, I don't want the white trays. I need 3 coloured trays. They've got some more of these back in stock and I'm hoping there'll still be some left by tomorrow when my Pip comes in, because I want to get some more because I really like them. I like the bold colours though. Right, so I'm going to, should be a bit of okay, I'll just have to use this. Look at this, this is my lovely wooden dispenser. It's great. I'm putting that there. I'll put that above there. No, I won't. Oh dear. Oh, 640. Oh, I'll put that in that bag as well. Right, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Probably won't need that. Right, should we let the fun begin while I start? Don't know why I've done that, to be honest. Oh God, bit of a dick, aren't I, at times? Right, so let's get the tweeze. And God, there's a lot of 2 different colours. See the difference? Maybe I should have put them in white trays. I might have seen them better. Right, and put the creamer ones, which are supposedly B5200. Could be here forever. I should have done this off camera really, but I have been doing my thingy jigs and I just want to get it done now. Yeah, so what is everybody up to? What's the weather like? We had a lovely thunderstorm yesterday. Didn't last long, but the thunderclaps were loud. Didn't see any lightning, which was something. I keep drinking my tea as well before it goes cold. Oh my God. Have I chosen the right colours to pick out? See, what I'll do is I'll pick out so many, and then when it looks like I've got quite a lot of whites, you know, the other colours down the bottom, then I will scoop them into the I suppose the good thing is here, while I'm going through them, I'm seeing some trashy ones and they're not going in the... Oh, there is one. Oh my God. This is silly. You know, wet finger. Don't panic, because when I do finish the painting I will go over with like a wet wipe. Apparently my Temu order of my lids, don't get too excited, it's only my lids, they're coming soon. They're in the country, they've been coming across land 3 years later. Oh, this is quite therapeutic. If I can get hold of the little blighter. Gotcha. When you've got a bit of a sticky pair of tweezers, that's the pain, because then they won't let go. But I did give them a good old battering down with the old wet wipe yesterday. That one looks like a white one. No, it does look like one of those, but it's... I'll start seeing this colour. What weird dreams... Oh shit. What weird dreams I was having last night. Oh my god. I was in this campment bit, and oh, you're going to hear about it. Of course you're going to hear about my dreams. I was in this campment bit, and there was a rather large person who fell down. She was pissed out of her face. Fell down and landed on purpose on this bit of board that I had to do something with. I don't know what it was, and we had to try and get her off of it. And it was so bloody weird, this dream. It was all over the shop, because it started off with my nan's house in Portsmouth when she was alive, and when I used to stay there. But it was all kinds of weird things. People were coming and just walking into the house, and I had to try and stop them, and they were very weird. And then what was it? Then I was at my dad's old house, and then it was God, it was strange. And then we were at the festival, and this festival I had to get this larger lady off. First off, there was the building of the tents, and I built one, and then somebody built something right next door to my old house in Dorset, my old, when I was a child, childhood house. Oh my god, it was really crazy. And then I had to build something, but this camp, it seemed to be suddenly, it was all like you couldn't use certain things to do this building. And of course, you know, somebody had come up and they'd oh, and it was a house that I used to be in London. Then there was this person whose family member had killed somebody, and that was just some other family member, I must say, of somebody else's family, but of a friend. And they hadn't actually killed anybody, but in my dream they had. And it was all going on with, you know, trying to catch them. And actually last night in my dreams we did catch them, which is good. But this girl, oh my god, don't know, don't get it. It was just very weird. But this thing, I had to build something, and suddenly it became like an old shop, and I had to drive places in old cars, and it was back down like old country lanes of where I used to live in Dorset. Bloody weird. And then we stopped off at one of this garage, and it was on a forecourt, and then there was this weird strange pump system to get the petrol in. And but they had a little shop, And so we stopped off to get something from the shop, and it was, so I got a bit of wood because I needed some wood apparently. Then we got to this house, obviously went through the bathroom area and the extra bit, which was similar to like my nan's old house. Very weird. And then I had to build this thing out of wood, but it wasn't. It was really weird. It was like fabric, cloth fabric, but it was around a hoop bit, and I had to fix it. And we were given, one girl had found a little pad saw thing, and I thought, there's no way with this other tool which we've been given, there's no way it would do it because it was the width of the wood, so I couldn't make holes in it to get the strapping around it just so it to fix it on. So I went in this other room through this shed bit, and I found and I asked somebody, I said, have you got a drill? They came back, said, oh yes, here's a drill, you'll need this, that and the other, and they gave me it all, but I was missing one item or whatever it was. And then he came out and checked, because I said, I really don't know how to put this together because it was really weird. It wasn't like a normal drill, it was some weird thing. And he said, oh, okay. And then he stopped there, and he did put it together, but he was missing one part. But he went off, found the part, and then came back, and I went back out to this girl with this drill, and she was there saying, you can't use that because it uses such and such, which was apparently damaging to the environment. And I said, well, the tool that we've been given isn't any good, so I'm compromising. You've got that, there's not another one there. And so I used the drill, and she was well peed off with me. And I thought, well, got to look around a bit. And so I had that. Then the girl came back again, and we had to help her up again. Then there was a party, and I was seeing, very weird, it was like in this room where I've had it before, this dream before, where it's like not like a waiting room. You went through a pub, and then you went through this other door, which other people couldn't necessarily see, and I managed to go through it. And then it was so weird. There was like long tables, wooden tables with wooden benches. There was sofas, old sofas, and like all my old friends from childhood sort of thing. Not early childhood, but when I was about 16, 17, 18. And they were all there because we used to all go round to the pubs and stuff. And they were there, but a lot of them are now no more, shall we say, but they were there, and we were catching up with them all, and it was so weird. So I saw my ex there, and I had a chat, and then what happened? Oh, then he went back to this bloody thing, this thing that we had to sew up together. And in the meantime, this person had came round, who was the bad person who'd been with this other person. Oh, it was so a bit complicated. And it was like back in my old town that I lived in at one point. So it was like all over the shop. So I've been trying to think about, well, let's analyse this. Maybe not a good idea. Yeah, very strange. Oh, but then last night before I went to bed, I don't know what it was, but I don't know, it was crazy. I have been a member of this thing called Lotus Free Tarot now for years and years. I mean, I'm talking about early 2000s that I was with that. And all of a sudden, I had an email pop up from them. I don't know why. I don't know how it came, what it was, but it popped up and it gave me a card. And it was the Seven of Swords. I think it was the Seven of Swords. And so it went on with that, and I thought, flipping heck. And then I went on to have all these dreams. I'm thinking, okay. Very peculiar. Don't know if anybody else gets random things like that. But well. And those two colours, lovely. Very nice. Yes, so that was my, oh, there was loads more to my dream as well. Very, and it was just, oh my God, it's no wonder I was tossing and turning all night and waking up. And then of course I'd wake up and then I'd go back to sleep and I'll go back into the same dream. Or it was even weirder than that at one point, because it was like his, you know, like you watch, it was like watching episodes but out of order. So every time I go back in, it was like sometimes it'll be the next episode bang on, and the next time it would be like this disjointed thing, and I think, okay, but then it would make sense after I had the next dream. Don't know what that's all about. I don't know if anybody else gets dreams like that. But well, obviously my head was doing some heavy duty processing. Yeah. But well, we shall see. I've got to tidy up in here later on, because I've got the lady from the social services coming around tomorrow. Gonna mention that step in the bathroom, because the step that I've got has got a bit of a mine to it, so I don't know whether it's sort of on its way out. I have had it a number of years now. But I'm going to ask her to see if she can find out about whether I can get a therapy cap. Because I definitely could do with one. And I used to talk to Desi all the time. She knew when I was down, and then she would come over and give me cuddles, and I'd have to pet her and then all that kind of stuff and stroke her, so she took my mind off lots of things. You know. Well, don't want one to replace her, because you can't replace Desi. She's one of a kind, she really was. Good God, this is going on forever, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, one or two might sneak through, but you know, I've got to let it, unless I see it. Because, you know, this is appeasing my kind of like my OCD and my creating order. God, I've got to sort that sofa out. Well, I did quite well the other day. I went through my cupboards and I binned a lot of the that Alter Life stuff, the Aviva shake stuff that they gave me, because the stuff that they gave me literally for the reintroduction had such a short best before date. You know, I mean, I got it and I was supposed to have used it within the month, and it was like there was no way I could use all that much in the month. And even a couple of boxes for 2 weeks, and I couldn't be bothered to bloody well, you know, mention it to them and get them to send me out some better best before date jobs. So I binned a load of those, which was a real shame because there was quite a few of them. I've kept the ones that I can. They ran out in October, and that's strawberry, and there's one box of chocolate, 7 packs. So I've kept those, so I will have some of those in between, I think. Yeah. So that's one cupboard, and I'll put my bread away into it. I'm going to start putting my bread in the freezer now. So tonight, last night I was reading through my, I'm not done with it now. I found my diabetes booklet thing they gave me when I first was diagnosed. And I was reading through that. And stuff. What's it called? I laminated, that's it, their piece of paper that was like my warning thing saying that I'm on metformin or whatever, and that I've got to be careful of dehydration. So you see, that's why I'm also very a bit panicky and a bit sort of by it. Yeah, being told that is it. I mean, for me, it's like, you know, oh God. You know, it's all relative to how my head works. And getting my head round things. Everybody takes things differently, and you know, and for me it's when I take tablets, it's like I don't, especially if they're ones I haven't had before, it's like I think, oh God, what's this going to do for me? Am I going to have a reaction? Am I going to die? And that is instantly that train of thought where my head automatically goes to, panics and everything else, and sort of, you know, stems from growing up, a lot of my issues. Been in and out of therapy for practically all my life, since I was about 14. That's when they first started sort of taking note of, well, we had one very amazing doctor. I was struggling up before then, but then we had a locum came in, Dr. Garrett, never forget him, and he then realised, and he would give me weekly appointments to go and chat to him, and they helped loads. Of course, you know, at a young age, there's, you know, there's so much you told them. You didn't tell them everything because, you know, you weren't allowed to tell them everything. You know, well, you know, you were told basically by my mum, because it always was reflected back to her apparently. yeah, he was brilliant. Yeah. So I've had all manner of psychotherapy, you know, that kind of stuff, counselling and everything. And the thing is, though, with anything like that, there's never a fix as such. There is a there is a eureka moment for lots of things. But if you imagine like your life is like an onion, that's the classic one. Layers and layers and layered over top of the layers, and some layers you can't take off until you've taken off, you know, till you've sorted through certain other things, say 4 layers deep or whatever. It's pretty hard, and then, you know, going through it and getting it around your head each time. And of course the nastier things that you've kind of like not forgotten about, but they're there, buried right deep. Every now and then they come out and they sort of really muck your head up. And then, you know, and in the meantime I'm just sort of smiling on the outside, but inside, oh my God, I'm dying. Yeah, because then with the PTSD I got, then I have flashbacks and the smells and the, oh dear, no. And you can sort through one part of that with your therapist, but then, you know, and you think, right, well, I've dealt with that kind of thing. You realise sort of like, you know, a year later or whatever, or 6 months into your sessions or whatever, that actually you've only you've only dealt with the tip of the iceberg. And it is exhausting. It is so tiring. But well, these things are sent to try us, as they say. Will I ever get rid of these cribs? This is a really nice colour and I really like it in the pink. Right, that's quite a lot of those. Let's get those out. Some corners that don't look like. Oh, no, I don't think that one is. Oh, no, it was. Ugh. Yeah. Right. Now, this isn't diamond painting, is it? This is heavy talk, and not everybody wants heavy talk, so I'll just go along with my wacky dreams and leave it at that. Right. So what videos have I got left to do? I've got so many in advance, but there's some videos that I've got to do ahead. That is, I've got to do a Petal Falls one, a mystery one. I've got some of these to do, some coasters, some mini gems, and of course the stickers. But I'm really loath to do the bloody Disney ones with the Star Wars, because Star Wars is not Disney, she says through gritted teeth. yes, so I've got to do this. Oh, and I've got to sort out my oh God, what's it? The rest of my painting jewels for this one. I need to do some more of my conversion because I'm missing it. I'm going to finish that conversion. I won't be starting this one for a little while because I want to finish some of the others first. And I've got Mr. Yay, I have Sexy Wang Yibo, and I have the red one with the bunny of Wang Xin, and then I have another one, and then I can start on this one, and hopefully by then I will have a few more resin drills to add to it from when I fitted down those. Which will be good. I'll tell you what, these colour changes are bloody frustrating. They are so annoying. Colour batches, you know, shades. Oh, silence. Silence is golden. All right. I need to get myself another cup of tea in a minute. And some more water. So that metformin, I've had it this morning. I've got a whole week of having one in the morning with my breakfast. So I've got to make sure I eat. That's the thing. It's making sure I've got what's it called, meals. Oh God, I'm usually just eat when I feel like it, but now I'm having to be more careful. Oh dear. Right, well, I think I'm going to stop here. I shall continue this off camera because let's face it, I'm only doing this, I'm not doing anything exciting, and there's only so much paint you can watch dry. So I will love you and leave you, and if you have subscribed, thank you so very much, but if you haven't, please subscribe and just maybe, you know, just say hi down in the comments. And yeah, and if you're still watching at this point, put a lion in the emoji, a lion emoji in the comments below, and I will see you all very, very soon. Love you all. Tatty bye.